Ethel only came out at night. No one knew why. For years, the house at the end of Hollow Lane sat in silence, its windows dark, its paint peeling. The townsfolk swore it was empty, abandoned long ago. But every night, just past midnight, Ethel would step onto the porch. Her frail frame, wrapped in an old shawl, swayed gently as she watched the street. She never spoke, never waved. She only waited. No one ever went to her house. No one dared. Until David. He was new in town, unaware of the whispered warnings and ghost stories. When his car broke down in front of Ethel's house one rainy night, he had little choice but to knock. The door creaked open before he even touched it. Inside, the air smelled of dust and something faintly sweet, like rotting flowers. Dim candlelight flickered in the parlor, casting long, trembling shadows on the walls. Ethel stood there, smiling.
"You came,"
she whispered. Her voice was soft, brittle, but there was something warm about it. David hesitated. He hadn't expected anyone to actually live here.
My car broke down,"
he explained.
"I was wondering if I could use your phone."
Ethel's eyes gleamed.
"Of course, dear. Come in, please."
Something in the way she said it sent a prickle up his spine. David stepped inside. The door swung shut behind him. There was no phone, no modern appliances, no sign that anyone had really lived here for years. Dust coated the furniture, cobwebs stretched across the ceiling. Yet Ethel looked so pleased. She gestured to a chair.
"Sit. It's been so long since I've had company."
David hesitated but sat. Something about the house, the quietness of it, made his skin crawl.
"How long have you lived here?"
he asked. Ethel folded her hands in her lap.
"Oh, forever it seems. But it gets so lonely, you know? So empty."
Her smile widened.
"Not anymore, though."
A floorboard creaked behind him. David turned. The hallway stretched into darkness. He could have sworn. He saw something move. A shape, a figure, a shadow too dark for the candlelight. He swallowed hard.
I should probably check my car again."
Ethel's smile faltered.
"Oh,
She whispered.
that's a shame."
David stood.
"Thanks for your help."
Cold fingers clamped around his wrist. Ethel's grip was stronger than it should have been.
"Stay a little longer."
She pleaded. Her eyes shone with something hungry.
"Just a little longer, please."
Behind him, the shadows shifted. The air grew heavy. Something breathed in the dark hallway.
I really have to go."
David stammered, trying to pull away. Ethel's nails dug into his skin.
No.
She cooed.
You wouldn't want to be rude now, would you?"
The room went black. The next night, the house on Hollow Lane wasn't empty anymore. Just past midnight, two figures stepped onto the porch. Ethel and a new friend standing just behind her, eyes wide, mouth twisted in silent horror. Ethel smiled, so happy to have company at last. She wasn't alone anymore. She would never be alone again.